Oh no. Run, you two, run!
So warm, so soft. That tickled! I should have seen this coming.
Everyone, join in!
Toa, would you like to dance with me?
That is an adorable what?
Wait, you really mean it? There's not a lot of time left until I graduate. But with you here, I'm sure the Academy's going to be in good hands once I'm done.
Well, I'll have a lot to live up to, but I'll be sure to make this academy an even better place than it is now.
Then it's a promise.
We got a lot of business. We gotta talk with Toa, then, George and Angelica,
Oh,
she's here
me.
still.
I figured I could find you here.
Yep, the student council will be passing out radios for every classroom. So I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. Are you guys planning on listening to the Chancellor's statement too?
How could we not? He's supposed to be addressing the entire country after all.
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbell and Arabonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa,
Sorry about that. I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
that's right. You've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not...
Will do. Thanks. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the first place?
Right. I almost forgot. Do you have any idea where Crow might have gone?
Crow? Nope, I'm afraid not. He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday, at least.
Was yesterday the last time you saw him?
Yeah, he was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so close. That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie, too. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Well, that's a very Crow thing to do. Well, I'll keep asking around and find out if anyone knows where he's gone.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by noon, okay?
Of course.
So far Crow has given Reen back his 50 Mira and gave Toa back a bunch of stuff. What if Crow is giving back all the stuff he took? Just because Mr. C has something planned. Because why else would Crow not be here?
I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it myself. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times too.
Still, can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. This is a military academy after all. Who knows? You might even see active duty. Even as an engineer, I doubt they'd make an exception for me. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
Don't say that, George.
Well, no point stressing out too much about the future till we're there. Didn't mean to be a downer about it. Go on and listen to the broadcast, but don't worry yourself too much. This country may go through a lot in the coming years, but ultimately, we have a say in our future.
That's a good way to look at it. I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is, would you? He hasn't shown up to class today.
Crow? Can't say that I do. He came by yesterday with a box of things he'd borrowed from me, but he never mentioned having any plans today.
he really is returning everything he seems to have borrowed. So I think that C has something going on here.
Dang. Anyway, I'll keep asking around to see if anyone else knows where he is.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably just wandering around somewhere. Just keep looking around and I'm sure you'll run into him.
Will do.
Why else would... I mean... Yes, Crow could actually be, you know, be a nice guy and be doing all these nice and good things for us. But, then again, what if Crow isn't doing all these things? What if he really isn't just doing these things to do these things as Crow? What if he's playing the game? Like I said, he still could be C.
Nothing out of the ordinary has happened here in the old schoolhouse ever since that night. We kind of ended up pushing it to the back of our minds, what with the way things have been going in Crossbell. Huh? It's unlocked. I wonder if someone's already inside. George is in the engineering building right now, so it can't be him. If any of the students just idly wandered in here, they'd be in real danger. I should probably take a look inside, just in case.
You
I
in
checked
here,
around
Crow.
inside of the old schoolhouse, but there didn't seem to be anyone around. But all the same, I didn't want a chance leaving anyone down there, so I decided to check the 7th floor.
Just want to make sure I'm going the right way. Milliam, what are you doing down here?
Milliam?
Oh, Reed! Come to take a sneak peek too?
Is this where you've been the whole time? You do know we have class, right?
Oh. Dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
Same old
Honestly.
Milliam.
So, what's piqued your interest? It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Aragetlum.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected. But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down here.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Chancellor Osborne? Did he know there was something like this here?
Not really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself. And said to let him know if anything unusual happened. Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confidential.
So, the Chancellor has an interest in our quaint old schoolhouse, does he? We did just find out that Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Hey, what you thinking about?
Say, Milliam, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason you enrolled at the academy?
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing. There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from me, though.
Oh yeah! It's almost time for Gramps' speech, isn't it? I guess I should head back and listen to him drone on.
Oh, so you already knew about that. We were all planning to listen in the classroom.
Sweet! I'll just listen with you guys then. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Right.
Nothing keeps you down for long, does it? Oh, yeah. You haven't seen Crow around anywhere, have you?
Huh? Nope. Is he cutting class too?
Oh boy.
Well, he's probably just hiding out somewhere on campus. None of the others have seen him, though.
At this point, it's not gonna come as a surprise.
I wonder if he went into town.
Huh. Maybe. Wanna try looking around, Trista? I'll come with you.
Sounds like a good idea. If he's not on the school grounds, chances are he's somewhere in town. All right, let's see if we can find him.
Yeah, let's go waste time in town because we're not gonna find him. We're looking for a man who's gonna come back here and probably kill us all because it's already going bad. Though, the thing is, I don't know if Crow is related to what's going on in Gralia Fortress or not. could be. But then again, he couldn't be. I don't know. Should we even bother seriously looking around in town? He's not gonna be there, I tell you.
Okay, so are we gonna track down Crow?
Might as well. I guess we should start with the dorms first. Maybe Sharon knows where he's gone.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna be looking for a non-existent needle in a haystack. Father strictly demanded that I return home. However, I cannot heed such a command. I am the graceful and noble Vincent whatever. One such as I could never flee if it meant leaving his beloved sister behind. Right. I've got my own radio, so I'll be listening to the speech in my room. I hear the Chancellor's got a great voice, but to be honest, the only one I want to hear right now is Missy's. Why couldn't they just have her do the announcement? I'd rather hear Vita as well. But... have you forgotten how badly you lost me during the festival already? That's why I want to take you on again. Yeah, you kids are kids, they don't even know what's going on. Where's Kenny today? So boring without him. Emil said that he finds it hard to study with things the way they are. I understand how he feels too. I can't even relax at home when things are like this. Things have gotten much more complicated at work ever since Crossbell declared independence. Unfortunately, this means that we'll be inconveniencing clients who usually depend on us. Oh boy. I planned on showing up at Sunday school for once, but apparently they're on a little hiatus. The current situation has Mom and Dad feeling nervous too, which makes it somewhat hard for me to focus. I wish I wasn't so dang stuffed. Those fans are so slow up there and it's too high to the ceiling, you're not gonna get a thing. Everyone at the academy seems worried about how things will play out. Try to cheer up though. Even if things seem bad now, I'm sure it'll work out. If you stay pessimistic all the time, you won't notice any of the good things that happen. Damn it. I already have one of these. This is the case of the see-through paper. Unbelievable. Usually shopping is all it takes to lift my spirits, but it's not having any effect today. I never expected this anxiety to impact my day-to-day life this much. Crossbell's new weapon is like a waking nightmare. Not even our armored divisions stand a chance. This may well be our end. Everyone I talk to nowadays seems so sad. It's kind of depressing. But I can't let them get me down. I've got to stay on my toes. I'll cheer everyone up by giving them my brightest smile when they come in. If only smiles were so easy. This will be the first time we do a live broadcast at an event, so it was tough to find people who could pull it off. I'm mainly worried about a reporter though. This is the one time we can't afford to slip up. Don't let me down. You're always skipping pre-show meetings and pulling it off perfectly either way, so show me you can pull that off out here. Things aren't looking good right now. The transcontinental railroad's been stopped. So the government might have to buy vegetables and crops directly. My dad, the Caldick's a wholesaler, so he's paying like metal too. The Grand Market's DNA, he now thanks to this. So it's safe to say that the colonies in general is not looking good. Our company's taken a big hit due to the IBC acid freeze, but that hit became a wound that when they stopped the Transcontinental Railroad. We've been using airships to bring stuff in from Whirble, but there's only so much they can carry. I'll probably base my next moves on what we hear during the speech. You know, it used to be a nice school life, but now you're really feeling the war coming in slowly.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early. Welcome home.
Sharon.
Hello again, Sharon?
We're back!
Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled today. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the campus, though.
Well, that was the plan. Say, Crow hasn't been back here, has he?
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just returned a short while ago.
Oh, he did?
Indeed. However, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he left again.
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here and came back to pick it up?
I don't know.
Maybe we should
Should we
investigate.
check his room just in case?
Yeah, might as well while we're here.
Well, if you need anything, just let me know.
Right. Let's go check it out. See what he might have been trying to get. I mean, there's no way he could just clean his room in such a short time.
Looks like he did go out then. Still, don't you think his room's awfully tidy? I mean, for Crow.
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. He must have been doing some cleaning. Anyway, it's almost noon. Guess we just have to head back to the classroom empty-handed for now.
Yep, it's almost time for Gramps' speech. Still, I wonder where Crow went.
Yeah. There's nowhere else around here I haven't checked, is there?
There's nowhere to check. Not anymore. At this point, I think I understand.
Oh, it's you.
Patrick.
Patrick, what are you doing here? I thought you would have gone back home.
Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was just resting in my room. Sure, I've been told to return home, repeatedly at this point. But as a member of the four great houses, what dignity would I have were I to turn tail and run home at a time like this? Don't underestimate me, Schwarzer.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class 1 planning on listening to the national address too?
We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of a national crisis. Those of us who elected to remain at the Academy are having a radio set up to hear the broadcast together.
Right.
You've got some strange classmates, though. Especially that second year. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech in person.
Oh boy.
What are you talking about?
That Crow fellow. I met him outside the station this morning.
Huh, really?
Oh, he didn't tell you? When I inquired, he said he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech in person.
Huh. I wouldn't have expected him to suddenly take an interest in politics. Well, at least we know where he went now.
I haven't a clue what you're babbling on about. Anyway, it's almost noon now. Shouldn't you be running along? You'll miss the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's get going, Milliam. Everyone else is waiting in the classroom.
Okay.
Oh no, Crow's going there to do a up-close and personal execution. That's exactly what's going on. Why he would take sudden interest in the politics. Why he would want to go to Heimdall to hear it in person. Whether he could just listen to it on a radio. What else would you want to go to person for? I think Crow is showing his true colors now. Where the line between Crow Armburst and
The
C.
clock's about to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national address. With the situation in Crosspell and the destruction of Gorelia Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness, the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it our lives. A reporter is joining us now live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
This can't be good.
Oh, I hate this. I've got butterflies in my stomach.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Huh? Why is Misty...
Oh, it's the host from Aventine.
At least that's a reassuring voice to hear at a time like this.
How? Emma?
What's wrong?
The woman talking on the radio, she's... You all know her?
Yeah, we know Vita.
Oh, Misty? Of course. She hosts the radio show Abendtime every Sunday night at 9.
No, Emma's about to tell you that she's Vita
I've
Coletta.
seen her out and about in Trista too. She always looks so fashionable. Though, considering Abendtime is broadcast by Radio Trista, it makes sense that's where she'd be.
Huh?
Do you know her or something?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready to begin. Let's hear what he has to say.
Then it won't end well.
Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Gileath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government.
Oh man. You know, we kind of still have snipers in this world.
We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks. Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence, and as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia. As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The Imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have annihilated Gorelia Fortress, the stronghold that has long protected the very gates of this country. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an odious act to go unpunished? Do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot, we must not, and we will not. With blood and with iron we shall mete out justice!
Listen to him go.
Oh, he's quite the orator, that's for sure.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectations.
Milliam? What are you doing?
What?
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there, I guess.
Who are you trying to call?
What is all this about?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part, actually. If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Gramps, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not.
What? What does Crow have to do with
I'm
this?
not surprised.
Huh. So that's your angle. You came because you had a potential lead on C, and you couldn't look into it from the outside. Is that it?
As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front?
But he's dead, isn't he?
No. He's not dead. He's never been dead.
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon, though. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow? That it's been him all along?
It was pretty easy to tell from the start. Once we knew about the names.
Right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
Before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
Oh, he did, though.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way. But there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
There are plenty of things he did.
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Gorelia Fortress? We heard C talking to us.
You ever heard of a pre-recorded message?
And not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the mine, too.
Pre-recorded messages. Or something like that.
True. Both counts.
Or maybe someone was just in there and the voice changer works. You know, with whoever.
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Gorelia. He never left our sight.
He didn't have to be with us. Someone else could have had the mask on, or the voice changer, or it could have been a pre-recorded message.
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front.
Everything that he did with us was to hide who he really
The hammer
was.
of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's no way he could be...
Why are you still denying it? What is so hard to understand?
He could have recorded a message in advance and played it back.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh.
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely.
You can control
His
those
alibi
remotely.
seems airtight. But once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Yep. And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders probably are too.
Then right now, Crow is...
Oh no.
He's going to shoot the Chancellor.
He said he was headed to Draco's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang, you're dead. If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine,
Then it's checkmate for the Chancellor. Crow's already won.
They just hear. We're gonna hear a bang right now. No, we're gonna see it.
In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us. I will not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor, and have secured permission to embark on the course we now must. Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial Government, I hereby proclaim...
That's pretty far, Crow. And wasn't that the explosive one? Damn.
That the Empire's full military might shall be gathered together from all branches and divisions to deliver unto Crossbell a swift response to their impudence and to form a bulwark against the threat from the...
Go finish your speech in hell.
Bye-bye, Chancellor. That's a hole right in the center.
Well played, Armbrust.
He's definitely dead, or is he? Nice work, Crow.
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
Hands in the air!
Damn. Right in his mask.
It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Oh, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel, wasn't it?
We just received confirmation a short while ago. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago. You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your bosses...